Welcome back for today's Farm and Ranch News. As grain harvest across the region continues to pick up steam, farmers are continuing to watch the world grain markets as much uncertainty surrounds shipments of grain from both Russia and Ukraine. Russia has stepped up its attacks on Ukrainian grain export stocks, striking a mainland inland port across the Danube River from Romania. This attack sent global food prices even higher. This week, the State Department said Russia's attack on the grain supplies continues to have a global impact.
Well, just since the end of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, strikes carried out by Russia have destroyed 180,000 tons of grain inside Ukraine, including, as you said, 40,000 tons of grain just in the past 24 hours.
Some of those attacks occurring at the port of Ismail on the Danube River, where grain spilled out of wrecked silos and grain ships were halted in their tracks. American Farm Bureau's Dave Salmason has voiced concern over Russia's impact on the commercial cargo traffic as well.
What had seemed to be a fairly stable within a war zone, if there's anything as such as known as stable within a conflict, way of moving grain has now been stopped. And Ukraine has to find other ways of getting their grain out.
But with Danube ports now under attack, slower, more expensive rail routes through Poland will further squeeze Ukraine's grain exports. The State Department says it's all taking the toll Russia wanted while hurting hungry nations across the world.
So we have seen Russia, if anything, turn up its attacks so that they are not just targeting people inside Ukraine, but in fact the whole world. Because when they target grain infrastructure, when they target shipping infrastructure, when they destroy grain, as they have in the past few weeks, they aren't just harming Ukraine, they're harming all the countries around the world, including most particularly developing countries who depend on those exports for survival.
Ukrainian officials said Moscow hit 26 port facilities, including Odessa on the Black Sea, 5 civilian vessels, and almost 200,000 tons of grain in 9 days since quitting the Black Sea grain deal. Here in the United States, Chicago wheat prices rose by nearly 5% after the latest Danube attack, as concerns mounted that Ukraine, a top global supplier, would be knocked out of the grain market. We'll be right back.
I raise beef here in very isolated Wyoming because at 7,500 feet, my cattle are the best way to take care of the land, the environment, and create wildlife habitat. Plus, this isn't land that would be suitable for growing any other type of food, but my cattle allow me to raise safe, wholesome, healthy, and nutritious, high-quality protein to feed not only people here at home, but people abroad as well.
Returning back to our farm and ranch news, this week the cattle markets continue to put smiles on producers' faces as Superior Livestock hosted its annual video Royale sale in Winnemucca, Nevada. Let's take a quick look at those prices for steers and heifers from right here in our neck of the woods, where steers weighing 5 nickel to 540 pounds brought $2.69 to $3.48, 560 to 590 weight steers, 265 to 314, and 655 to 680 weights, 265 to $2.97. As for heifers here in Region 2, 470 to 485 weight heifers, 281 to 320, and 560 to 585 weight heifers priced at $2.50 to $2.63. Again, those prices continue to put smiles on producers' faces that have been impacted so much by drought and herd liquidation over the past several years. That's today's Farm and Ranch News.